It's time for Coraline movie reviews. I would write a review for this, but I'm too busy throwing away all the dolls and buttons in my house. Trauma time! When I was 7 and saw the trailer for this, I got so scared that I wept for ages each time I saw it. The trailer alone gave me such a fear of buttons that I wouldn't wear button shirts for 2 years. My mom innocently got me a book about a dog called Buttons, and I started to freak, and she had to hide it from me. Watching this now, I had every right to be afraid. Button eyes are the worst. I told my best friend the holy trinity of October animation is Coraline, Corpse Bride, and The Nightmare Before Christmas. And she said, yeah, same. Except for me, it's just Coraline 3 times. We all know that one guy who calls this movie Caroline. When you spell your kid's name wrong on the birth certificate, but you can't be bothered changing it back. I'm also a fan of the mom's I Heart Mulch coffee mug. Not me looking up hair dye while watching this. Of course you have blue hair and pronouns. Of course you have blue hair and normal eyes. Coraline's the type of kid to write novel-length fanfictions about her life. I kinda got that YB posture. Nobody laugh. I know Coraline is like this strong, independent, no-nonsense, take-no-crap girl and all, but calling a dude named Wyborn, why were you born, is one of the cruelest things I've ever heard. I don't know about all of you, but if someone turned my name into an insult asking why I was born, I actually would not help out at all. As someone who's been wearing glasses since 1st grade and has to go to the ophthalmologist twice a year, I am terrified of the thought of sharp objects near my face. So this movie was the scariest, most disturbing, creepiest, absolute worst things I've ever watched. And I loved it. Personally, I would choose emerald-colored buttons. Of all the scary scenes in this movie, nothing is quite scarier than when Miss Forcible takes her robe off at the opera to reveal the most intricately sequined bazongas you've ever seen. Truly terrifying. Ways I am like the other mother. Loves games, wants something to love, or maybe just something to eat, and if I met my alternate dimension self, I assume I'd be the evil one. I'm just like Coraline. I too want my parents to be ossified. The first I wish my parents weren't like that movie I could understand. Her parents freaking sucked.
Making up a song about Coraline. She's a peach, she's a doll, she's a pal of mine.
A bop! You can smell Bobinski through the screen. Mentally, I'm just a little tiny dancing rat in this big wide world. I backflipped across the theater during the jumping mice scene. Hate it when the person I'm talking to turns into a giant pile of rats. I wish I had a mystical talking black cat that would help me on adventures. Apologies to my cat, who I will be referring to as a wusspuss for the foreseeable future. I wish I had a gnarly praying mantis machine to get about on. Thank God I finally watched this beautiful, traumatic movie. Now I know who the dad is from those memes on Twitter. As soon as he popped up on screen, I couldn't stop laughing for 5 minutes. His neck is legit shaped like a tree branch. Her dad is me writing a review for Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties at 2:37 a.m. The dad in this movie looks like Hugh Neutron mixed with Waluigi. Missed opportunity to call the other father Papa Pumpkin. When I was 8, I would have sold my soul to the freaking devil for that milkshake chandelier. Still not over the fact that she wanted a mango milkshake. Literally, what the heck is that? This movie convinced me to dedicate a chapter of my memoir to delicious animated food. Honestly, I could be swayed to do just about anything if you put that amazing looking food in front of me first. Permanent button eyes for a cool little gravy train? Just go ahead and suck the soul right out of me. Growing up and maturing is realizing the other mother's beetle room is my interior designer dream come true. What Neil Gaiman probably thought while creating this wonderfully nightmarish masterpiece. Nothing wrong with a good dose of sheer terror and collective trauma at such a tender age. Start 'em young, they say. And now look at us! This film feels just like a video game. Look, it's like a basic adventure horror game. I don't have much claim to back that up except for 3 things. 1. When Coraline is exploring the underworld or whatever, it feels like an opening world level. When she checks out the dancing old hags and the bambushka guy. 2. The game where she hunts down the kid's eyes is straight up a searching level. Even the
"Bless you, miss. You found me.
feels like a video game.
But there's 2 eyes still lost."
3. The final confrontation with the other mama is a big boss fight. Coraline walks into a cool room nonchalantly, then some ominous music plays, then the boss changes into her final form, the music is going wild, and the room changes into an awesome arena. I don't know, man, I'm low-key just rambling like a crazy person. The other mother was wise to go after little girls, because put me in that house with her, and I would absolutely mess her up in a 1v1. No competition. I'd just grab that ugly-ass pencil neck and squeeze until she stopped moving. Damn, what contour palette does the other mother use? All my movie reviews are like, wow, woman character is so hot. But for real, have you seen the other mother in her spider form? Real cinema. I love this movie so much. Always will be my comfort movie and one of my favorites. Always. But something that stuck out to me this rewatch was when Coraline said,
"I'm glad you decided to stalk me."
and then he goes,
It wasn't my idea.
like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean it wasn't your idea? So whose idea was it? Like, now I need to know who. If someone knows the answer, please tell me, because now I'm gonna be thinking about that line all night. So, in conclusion, Miss Spink and Miss Forcible are your typical cute old married theater lesbians living in a basement. Thank you to my Patreon members, my Little Ruse, Seltzer Fountain Man, Kuski55, Logan, Fallen Vexen, Sam, Puff, I Am a Noodle, and John Huang. Thank you so much for your extra support. It means the world to me. You guys are really awesome, and I'm so glad to have you here. And of course, the same goes to my YouTube channel members, my Mini Ruse, AD, and Taylor Thompson. Again, thank you for your extra support. It's really nice to have you here. I'm so thankful, and you guys are amazing. And of course, thank you to everyone who suggested that I read Coraline movie reviews, and most of all, thank you for watching the video. I hope you had a good time with it. Tell me, were you terrified of Coraline as a kid? And what color of button eyes would you want to have? I'd love to hear all about your childhood trauma and your favorite color of buttons. Have an awesome day, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.